I have an important question that I want to ask you. And it might seem obvious at first, but then again, maybe not. Do your behaviors and habits of today align with the future vision and dream life that you see in the future for yourself? Let that sink in for a minute. Do your behaviors today align with the future dream outcome that you wish you could get? And the answer is no. If they did, well, you'd already be there. So the obvious part is most of us will say, yeah, of course they don't. But here's the thing that we forget to do. I really think that most of us fail to define what we're actually trying to get to. We fail to define where we're trying to go, and we fail to define where we're unwilling to go. So there's 3 versions of the truth in the future. If I continue down the same path that I'm moving now, where will I be in 10 years? Probably in the same spot. And if I pursue this higher level goal and it wins, what does that look like in 10 years? It could be something amazing, even far beyond what you think it could be. And of course, there's always a what if it all falls apart? What if the decision I make today to pursue something greater ends up me just tanking and hitting rock bottom? Well, where does that look like in 10 years? Might seem pretty rough. But I'd be willing to bet if you outline those things, if it all falls apart, it really isn't that bad. Because where you're at right now is the same as rock bottom. You're not doing what you were meant to do. You're not happy with what you're doing. It's not meeting or exceeding your goals or needs financially. It's not creating enough wealth to do experiences. It's not allowing enough time to experience things. So, I mean, what's worse? Trying and failing and probably ending up in the same, maybe slightly less position? Or is it worth to pursue something great? I think most of us in an inspired state would say it's worth pursuing the bigger outcome. And we know it will be difficult. We know there's going to be challenges. But I encourage you, if you're thinking about taking that trip down in a path that is your own, make sure that it's a path that's your own. Spend a few minutes today thinking about, if I could have the life that I want, what would it look like? Define it. Where would you be? What would your financial situation look like? Who would you be with? Where would you be spending your time? Doing what, with whom, etc. Define it as much as possible, and then ask yourself if you believe you can do it. There's 3 things that you'll need on this journey. The first one is knowledge. You need a plan. You need to know what it is that you need to do next and have it outlined in a way that makes sense. And that stuff's pretty available. Information is all over the place right now and at our fingertips. The next one is you need motivation. You need inspiration, or what you would properly call the desire to make the change. This is the emotional component. So first we had the logical component, which is knowledge base, the plan, the information. And the second thing we need is the internal desire to move forward. Now, most people would create internal desire about thinking about where they could be. But I challenge you to do both. You need to know where you're going, but you also need to know where you're not willing to go. Define what is unacceptable. If you don't do these actions and these behaviors, where will you be in 10 years? And is that acceptable to you, knowing that you could have done different? And knowing that some of those steps that you needed to take were so small. And generally speaking, most of the knowledge that you need for the transformation that you're pursuing, you already have in your head. What you lack is the desire. And the last one, number 3, the belief. You don't actually believe that you can do it. You might say it out loud to your friends like, oh, this will be cool someday. But in your heart, do you believe that you can create that lifestyle that you've defined? If there's a gap between your definition of the future dream goal and the belief of what you can actually create, you have 2 things that you can do. The first one is obvious. You can bring your goals down a little bit and make them a little bit more realistic. If you're trying to make $1 million in the next year, make it $250,000. Make it progressively better than what you have now in the direction or trajectory of the big picture. Don't change the big picture, just change how you focus on it. Instead of thinking 10 years down the road, what is 2 years down the road, and can I get there? Would I be happy with that? And the second thing that you can do to create belief is to validate it. Validate the outcome with evidence. And the evidence comes from things like social proof, observing other people doing the same things. It comes from an understanding of the knowledge, putting things into practical application, practicing, failing, learning, and growing. And it comes from faith, talking about it with people in a way that is spiritual understanding, defining why it's important to you, reflecting on it, writing it down, saying it out loud. The impact can be increased by simply repeating the repetitions over and over and over again. If you've seen one person succeed similar to what you want to, it makes it a little believable. But if you've seen 1,000 people do it, and then you reflect and see all those people are just like you, it makes it a lot more believable. Repetition and exposure is what takes evidence and makes belief happen. So With that being said, here's my challenge to you. First, define where you really want to go. Give yourself a 1, 2, or 3 year plan. There's this exercise we call the 1,000-day plan. It's roughly 3 years. It's long enough to see in the future that I could get these things done. It's also short enough that you know that things always change. If you make a 10-year plan, then a lot of things can happen between now and then. Define it. Who are you with? What are you doing? Where are you at? Where are you spending your time? What's your financial situation? What's your health situation? What do your relationships look like with different people? Define it. And when I say define it, I mean write it down or say it out loud into a recording. Keeping thoughts up here, don't go anywhere. Second thing, define where you are unwilling to go. In 3 years, is it acceptable to still be overweight, out of shape, bad health, poor behaviors, not executing in your business, grinding away just for the sake of doing it, in the same toxic relationship, whatever it might be? Are you okay with that? In 3 years, if things don't change or get worse or only improve marginally, knowing that you could have done something, are you okay with it? And the last challenge I have for you is ask yourself if you believe you can get there. If there's a gap, start working on it. If you need help, reach out to a friend, family member, or if all else fails, shoot me an email, text, or jump on a call. But you can do it. It's just about having the right plan, creating the internal motivational desire to make it happen, and unacceptable not to, and believing in your heart of hearts that you can. That's what leads to implementation, and that's where the fun begins. So if you like this message, make sure you like and follow for more. Most importantly, check us out at miriac.com. Got some free trainings and stuff there, maybe a gift or two. And never stop working on yourself. Dare I say, you are obligated to pursue the best version of yourself, to create the best life that you can be proud of, and to impact this world in a positive manner. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow.